Hi guys, it's Chris from dailydoseofdiy.com, and today I'm going to show you how to layer adhesive vinyl. So let's get started. Okay, I have this decal here I want to make. We're over here in design space, and if you stay tuned to the end, I will show you how you can get this free SVG for yourself too. But as you can see, there are two different colors on it. This is a shadow, so we're going to put one color of vinyl on top of another. And after we cut these two colors, it can be very difficult to get them lined up just right. So here's a little trick that you can do to help you align vinyl. We're going to start over here with shapes, and we're going to make a square. Once that comes up, we can make the square tinier. The exact size doesn't really make a difference, but we're just going to make it smaller than what it was. Mine's about 1/2 inch. That's fine, whatever. It can be relative to your project size too. And then with that selected, I'm going to go over here to the top of the layers menu, and I'm going to duplicate it twice. I'm going to put another one over here. What I should have done first, let's take two of the squares I need to turn to black because they're going to match the black for the first color. And then the second color I want to choose from my material colors, the red, and then I'm going to duplicate that square, the red square again. So I have two of each color square in our project. And then I'm going to drop the square right on top of each other. To get them exact, you can select them both, go to your top menu, click Align, and then come down to where it says Center. They will put them right on top of each other. The second method you can do, when you click on this, if you come over and you look at the position, it gives each position for each object. So then you can just take your red and make it match that position. But since they came up with the alignment, it's a bit quicker just to select those two objects, go to Align, and come down to Center. Now they're on top of each other. So the second thing we need to do is to attach them so they stay together, right? So we're going to come over here to the Layers menu. Yes, we can still see everything. I'm going to select the first red square. You can see how that turned a darker gray. And while holding down my Shift key, I'm going to select the next red square, and I'm going to select the red layer of wine time. And then I'm going to come down to the bottom here of the Layers menu and click Weld so they all stay together. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the black. I'm going to select the black square over here in the Layers menu. You can see where it turned dark right above my head. Hit the Shift key and hold the Shift key down. Select the next square and select the black wine time. Come down here to the bottom and select Weld. And that will hold your black together. You can see now they are all on the Layers menu. It shortened up and they're all together. So when we click the Make It button, those squares aren't going to move. There's our black layer, and here's our red layer. I'm actually using pink and silver, so I don't know how I got from black on red, but it doesn't really matter. Let's go over and get our mats loaded and get this cut, and then I will show you how to layer them up with the vinyl. Okay, so I have both of my colors cut. I cut it out with my Cricut machine, and now I'm just going to weed the excess vinyl away. You want to make sure that you leave the squares there on both of those colors. You see that pink one just came up? Make sure they both stay there and get both weeded, and we will ready to transfer. Now that our weeding's done, we're going to take our transfer sheet and we're going to put it on the top color and rub it down. Get your scraper tool if you want and burnish it really well. We want that vinyl to stick to the transfer sheet. Once that's done, I'm going to peel the backing off at just one square, and I'm going to tear the backing so that it is removed and one square is exposed with the stickiness. And then on our bottom layer, I'm going to place the pink square on top of the silver one. I usually start with the corners of the squares and make sure they get lined up. Just make sure you take your time, and once you get it, smooth it down. For the next side, we're going to take the backing off, and I fold it back to expose the stickiness of the square on our other side, and we're going to do the same thing on this side. Take your time, line up that square so it's placed directly on top of the other color. Now you'll want to make sure you hold where those squares are so they don't pop off of your backing, and carefully remove the backing for your top layer. And then we're going to go ahead and smooth that down right on top of the bottom layer. And as you can see, it lines up perfectly. So now we're going to cut those squares off. We do not need them anymore, and we can get ready to transfer the vinyl to our cup. The first thing you want to do is to clean any surface you put vinyl on. So I just take some alcohol, put it on a cotton ball, and make sure that that surface is clean. We remove fingerprints, smudges, and oils. Now I'm going to take my decal and cut it down a bit. This just really helps us get it on easily when there's a curved surface, such as this wine glass I'm putting it on. The wine glass curves both left to the right and up and down. So if we can get this smaller, it will go on much easier. You'll also want to cut notches anywhere you have a chance to cut a notch. You'll see I made a mistake here. I didn't notch the other side and I get a little boo-boo, but that's okay. I'll show you how to fix it. So I'm going to start by putting it on the glass, and I just want to press down the center of the decal, and then I'm going to, with my finger, work up to one side, and then staying up, I'm going to work over to the other side. So that went smooth. Now I pull my finger down and then again go to one side. You can see this is the side I didn't notch, and I get a little wrinkle there. I'll show you how to fix that. But the next side where I did notch, it goes nice and smooth. Just work your way around. And then you want to press over the whole decal. Now we're going to make sure we want that decal to stick to the cup when we pull off our transfer tape. So just rub it down really hard and then begin peeling slowly the transfer tape off. There it's off, and it looks pretty good. We just need to go in and fix this T. While it's just happened, it is pretty easy to peel that vinyl back off. So I'm going to take my fingernail and pull up this T. I'm starting with the silver. I'm going to get both of the layers to come up at once. Just go slowly so you don't tear it. And I'm going to pull it up down to where that wrinkle is. And then take your thumbnail and smooth it back down. That takes the wrinkle right out, and now it looks perfect. So now let's head on over to my blog, and I will show you how to get this Wine Time SVG for free. Okay, so here we are at my blog, dailydoseofdiy.com, and this library link is going to be direct link down below for you. So when you click the link, you will land on this page. If you have not signed up for the blog yet, there'll be a place right here for you to put in your name and email address, and then the link and password will be sent right back to you. If you do have your password, go ahead and enter the library. It'll prompt you for that password, which, like I said, you can sign up to get. It is totally free to join. And what you get when you join is access to this library of free SVG files. I have them all in alphabetical order, and as you can see, I have pictures that will also help you see them better. Here's how to make hair bows, all kinds of fun stuff in here, but alphabetical order, so we gotta go all the way down to W's. Here we go, to see wine time, and there's that picture. You just click right here where it says click here to download. If you're on a Chrome browser, which I highly recommend, you'll see that download happening down in your downloads bar. If you have Safari, sometimes that can kind of glitch. Windows usually does pretty good. If you can't find it, go to the downloads folder on your computer and look for wine time in that downloads folder. Thank you so much for crafting with me today. Be sure to like and subscribe for more fun Cricut crafts and tutorials.